Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing? It's our last sprint of 2021. Morning. Good morning. Getting a start on my January read, starting The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab. It was good. I liked that one. I think I read it this year. Did I read it this year? I don't even know what I read this year, to be perfectly honest. I feel like I read it this year. No, it was good. It was a good one. Trying to finish 10,000 Doors of January before the new year starts. Good luck. You got this. Good morning. Working first on setting my TBR for January. Awesome. I was kind of messing around with my TBR game this morning. Probably going to film that after the live is over. Hello. Trying to finish City of Lost Souls by the end of the year. Awesome. How far are you into it? Good morning. Sitting down with my coffee. Me too. I'm like doubling up on coffee today. Thanks for your recommendation during last sprint. I started Throne of Glass 183 pages in and really enjoying it. Yes. Welcome to Throne of Glass. I have you on my new TV, but using my phone for the chat. Oh my goodness, I'm on a TV. I always laugh at myself when like my friend will send me a picture of me on the TV and I'm like, oh my gosh. It's one thing to be a blurry face as a background extra on a TV. It's another thing to just be like full on in front of the TV. On chapter 15. Okay, so you're just right there near the beginning. Well, good luck. I hope you enjoy it. And then you just have Heavenly Fire left. Debating with myself on starting something new today or waiting for 2022 and starting 100% fresh, a clean slate and all that. That's what I'm probably gonna do. I don't know. I'm partially in to Zodiac Academy book 7. I finished Violin Blessed, but I'm only 9% into Zodiac Academy, so I don't know. I'm tempted to just wait until the new year myself to start anything, because I just don't know if I'm going to finish Zodiac Academy by 2022. Hello. How are you? What are you working on? You're working on something in your Instagram stories. I saw you knitting or crocheting. I don't know what you were doing. Knitting? What you working on? I got the Throne of Glass series for Christmas. Question, do I read Throne of Glass first or Assassin's Blade? I personally read, the order I personally went in was Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, The Assassin's Blade. I know that's one way you can do it. You can also read The Assassin's Blade first, but I read it after the first 3. That's how I did it. And I really enjoyed it that way because I already knew Selena. Like I had more in the game with the characters. I don't know. I kind of felt more connected. I don't know if I would have felt that way if I read it Assassin's Blade first. But I felt like because I was already in kind of the story, and then we kind of like learned more about her, and then we kind of got to learn about her past after seeing her now. If that makes sense. Knitting a hat for one of my goddaughters. Oh, cute. Well, it looks good. I was like, I would have been struggling. But I got a crochet book for Christmas. And it's like kawaii crochet, so it's like all these little tiny things with like the little kawaii faces. So now I just have to learn how to I need to go get some yarn and a hook and figure out what I need to get. But I'm gonna show you something that I got. My friend made this for me, and it's freaking cool. Hold on. and it matches my sweater today, funny enough. But she made me a crochet book sleeve, which is so cool. That was one of my Christmas presents from one of my friends. She's sometimes here, but she is not on today. Maybe she'll hop on later. I'm gonna make her teach me how to make them. I guess I should show off what her husband made too. I'll tell, she can tell him that I showed everyone. He made a jar. He made her one too. But her husband's gotten into woodworking, so he made a jar. So I thought I would show this one off too. So he was very excited about it. A lot of handmade gifts were around today. Thanks so much. It's so much ribbing, so I have to read while I work on it to make it go by quickly. I don't think I could read and knit at the same time. Like, go you. I only have 8 chapters left, including chapter 15 of City of Lost Souls. Okay, that's right. Her chapters are really long. I forget. I haven't read a book from Cassie in a while, though I did pick up Chain of Iron during the Barnes & Noble sale. So I now have Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron. So I'll probably actually go ahead and start that series sometime next year. And I kind of forgot that her chapters are like 30 to 50 pages long. Oh, that's cute. Right? So beautiful. Yeah, so those were 2 of my presents from my friend and her hubby, who I've known pretty much since I've moved to Georgia. We went to high school, middle school and high school together. But yes, so it is 33 after we'll go ahead and start the next sprint at, say, 35-ish. In just a couple minutes, we'll start the first sprint for 45 minutes. I have no idea what I'm going to do during sprints, because I think I'm gonna just, I don't know, do I try to finish Zodiac Academy? How long is it telling me I have left? It's telling me I have 15 hours of book left. I don't think I'm going to finish that before. I don't know if I'm going to finish that before. I think I'm just going to wait. I think I'm going to call it, and I'm going to say that Zodiac Academy is going to be my first book of 2022. I think I'm going to call it. I think I'm just going to watch some YouTube or something for today's sprints, because I just don't think I can get that done in time. I'd have to sit here and do nothing but reading, which is totally fine. But I think I'm going to call it. I think Violin Blessed is going to be my last book. Or I could read a manga. No, Violin Blessed is going to be my last book of 2021. Yep, I'm done. Just made that decision. I'm done for the year. I'm going to take these next 2 days, get my TBR set, play my game. Maybe I'll clean up a little bit. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll put on a YouTube video and I'll clean up a little bit, because it's gotten a little hectic. So I'm going to have a kind of a chillaxed productivity sprint today. Planning on reading 4 chapters today and 4 tomorrow. Oh, that'll work out well then. That's perfect. Enjoy. And then you get to read Heavenly Fire. I'm going to watch some vids too for a bit. I have a few that I need to catch up on that are on my watch later list. So I think I'm going to check those out. Or maybe pull up Netflix and watch season 4 of Ink Master. I've been watching that too. All right, let's jump into the first sprint for 45 minutes. Happy reading, happy productivity, everyone, with whatever you're working on. And I'll see you back here in 45 minutes. All right. How did everyone do on that sprint? What did everyone decide to do? I finished setting up my that 12 books, 12 read 12 books in 12 months from 12 friends thing that was going around Instagram. I finished setting that up and making little tabs so I can pull one each month. So that's what I did actually. I actually did do something productive. If you're hopping on, say hey. I know we had a few people hop on while we were sprinting. Joining in. Good morning. Hey, girl. Massive congratulations, Heather. %60% of Fairy Tale Volume 2. Nice. I was watching that. I think I started watching it. I think I'm like a few episodes in and then I kind of stopped. I should watch it again. I should start watching it again. I need to watch the Demon Slayer movie though. No reading, just cleaning, just coffee cleaning while watching reading vlogs. Nice, sounds good. I was watching How to Train Your Gavin's January TBR video. And then I had to the dogs needed to go outside. And it's raining off and on here. Torrential downpour for 5 minutes and then it'll stop. And then it'll rain again. My backyard is currently the most saturated with water it's ever been in its life. It's wild. It's a wild time today. Just joined. Wanted to say hi. I'm working on reading Aurora's End. Ooh, enjoy. How far are you? I still don't have my physical copy of that book because I have the Goldsboro edition, but the audiobook is amazing. If you have not listened to the audiobooks of the Aurora cycle, highly recommend, along with Illuminate audiobooks. Really good. Watch some videos while I knit. Yeah, I see you watching all the sprints. Got to page 381 of your book. Awesome. Got chapter 6. Okay, chapter 6. Enjoy. It's a wild ride. Don't have it, just the library book. It's a wild ride, I'll tell you that. It's so good though. Have you watched Chicago Med or Chicago Fire? I have not. I never got into watching the Chicago set of shows. I think I've seen an episode on occasion, but I don't have cable anymore, so I kind of just watch streaming. So whatever, if it's on a streaming, I could give it a go. Since now I have these the TV trackers in the planner, I kind of want to watch some more stuff. Especially if I can track easy what seasons I'm on. Hello. Hey, just joined. I'll be reading The Heart Principle by Helen. I don't want to say her last name wrong. I don't want to say it wrong. Reading The Heart Principle. I hope you all had nice holidays. It was nice. It was good. Yeah, I really am. First, it started early, and then I saw you went live, so I hop on all the sprints today. Everyone's like, we must sprint to end the year. Chicago Med had me crying. I finished Love Lies and Hocus Pocus last night. Greg has promised the next book in the series by the first of the year, so I think I should do Rick and refresh what is left of my mind. Sounds good. I think it's on the NBC app, maybe. I'll have to check it out. I know I see them all the time, and I don't know. I feel like it's kind of almost like that Law and Order thing where they just kept coming out with different versions, and I'm just kind of like, but I'll have to check it out. I will have to check it out at some point. She also wrote, yeah, I recognize the kid. I recognize the name, but I just didn't want to mess up the last name and sound. But yeah, the Kiss Quotient's so good, though. I do want to read more of her books because the Kiss Quotient was amazing. I know the first 4 seasons of both shows are on Netflix here in Ireland. I'll have to check and see if they're on Netflix here in the US. Where in Ireland are you? Just out of curiosity. I've only gotten to go to Ireland for like 24 hours. My dad and I went with my mom on one of her layovers. So we were in Dublin for like 24 hours, and that was it. And then we came home, which is wild. Yes, the people at the immigration looked at us like we were nuts. But I really want to go back because I also want to go visit where my family supposedly is from, which is near Galway, that area of Ireland. Probably a few other places, but that's one of the ones, the main. Main places. At least so says 23andMe and Ancestry.com. I've also read her other book, The Bride Test, and really enjoyed it. All of those books are in the same universe. Ooh, I didn't realize they were all like, do they mention the other characters? I'm gonna have to add so many books to my to-buy list as I like get through my physical TBR. I'm gonna be really, unfortunately, really harsh with myself on my little like frequent reader card for my TBR game because I was very lenient with myself doing that, but I'm gonna make sure that I read those 10 books before I buy a book because this TBR is out of hand. Out of hand. The 50% off sale at Barnes & Noble didn't help me either. I live in county. Is it pronounced how it looks, or am I going to say it completely wrong if say awfully? Awfully? Afali? Which is in the Midlands. Please laugh at me because I know I said that wrong. I know better to know that it's probably not what it looks like. I keep trying to pronounce it in my head. I'm like, what is it really? Did I get it in some form? Did I get close? Okay. Cool. All right. It is 11:30, so we'll start in about 5 minutes or so. We'll start in about 5 minutes for our next sprint. And I also need to read more of my physical books for getting new ones. I redid my shelves and I have over 200 unread books. I have over 300. It's ridiculous. And like I did set up when I redid them the last time, and yes, it is still chaos. I have not moved the little mixed up shelf I did. I did not move it. It is still chaos, just for you. But I have my series, like my finished series are grouped together. And then I have like beginnings of series that I have more than one book of. And so I feel like I need to like focus on that shelf that has like finished series on them. Because then because it's like, I think that's, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 17 books right there. Yay! I did it. So awfully. Yes. Oh my god. So it does look like it's pronounced. I really thought it was gonna like be that good old Irish way of where it doesn't look like it. It doesn't pronounce like it looks. And I thought I was gonna mess it up. I think mine is at almost 200 if you don't count Kindle and audiobooks. Yeah. I only have 56 books on my TBR. How? How do you do this? I must know how you do this. Like, I will do you want to borrow some? I don't know how I'm going to get them to Ireland, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm also just running out of space and I need to, I'm going to move all my books. No, okay, brain. Sorry. I was about to be like, maybe I should just move everything today. No. I should start taking some stuff down. I need to take the mug rack and all the stuff on the walls over here down so I can get ready to move said bookcases. I kept my system all arranged by color, separated series, and flipped back the unread ones. Chaotic for some, but it makes so much sense to me. Wait, so flipped back for the unread ones, do you mean you flip them like with the pages out? Or do you explain? Explain the chaos. Just the flipped back part. The other part I get. Cleaning and I borrow books I basically stop and look up. Yeah. Pages out. Okay, so do you just pull randomly to decide what you're going to read next then? Or do you know what books are where? Or do you have it like marked with like a sticky note saying this is this book? I need answers. So that I can color my shelves back in and read. That's right. But how do you know which book is there? Precisely. I agree, Taylor. See, I love that aesthetic, but I would never be able to find my books ever. Exactly. And I have a good photographic memory, so based on the color, I remember mostly. Got it. I don't buy books that often, but I finally got a bank card in an Amazon, so it's all going to go downhill from here. Yes, all the books. But it's all rearranged. It's a bit of a learning curve. Yeah, I feel I still don't know where some of mine are. I feel like from that last time I rearranged, and that was a while ago, but I still look around and I'm like, oh yeah, I put that over there. Okay. Yeah. It felt like one of those videos where people say the dog's favorite word. That's funny. I love it. Borrow books. What? Borrowing books where? That's like you're walking or similar where even not just the dog's favorite word, but if someone says, if you hear like, I just immediately, if I see a dog, I'm like dog, puppy, anywhere. It's just in general. Speaking of my dogs, I need to check and make sure she's not chewing on her new bed. We just bought these dogs new beds and there's already a hole. So now I have to go to Joann's and find like a piece of fabric I can sew on top of it. The life of having a dog that's part husky. They are powerful chewers. All right, we're going to hop into sprint number 2 for 30 minutes this time. And I will see you all back here. Happy reading, happy cleaning, productivity, whatever you're working on. See you in 30 minutes. All right, what did everyone do during our sprints? I was watching Steph Love's TBR, her Bookopoly TBR game. I was over there watching that. And I'm trying to figure out my legend for my planner for 2022 for genres. Because I kind of feel like I went overboard and could combine some genres together. But I don't know. I have 2 chapters left to read for today. I'm really enjoying the book. The books are so much more different from the TV show. I wasn't expecting some of the things that happen. Yeah, they're definitely different. Watch Steph's video and knitted. Yes. On chapter 8 now. Awesome. Finished Fairy Tale Volume 2 and listened to 7% of the Night Swim while I ate corn dogs. That's hilarious that you're listening to the Night Swim because Steph just has that on her TBR for January. And I was like, ooh, that sounds really good. Also watching Gavin's most disappointing and worst books of 2021. Nice. I need to watch those, some of the best and worst videos. I read 35 pages and also need to look up psychology things because this book makes me question my brain. So I have a psych minor, and taking abnormal psychology when you have like anxiety and then but like on top of then you sit there and you just like, do I have this? Do I have this? Do I have this? Do I have this? Like taking abnormal psych class where you learn literally every single thing about each of the disorders is just makes your brain hurt, and it makes you think you have 500 different disorders all at the same time. Yeah, it definitely, psychology is wild. The audio has a podcast. That's awesome. Maybe I'll have to listen to the audio. I'm probably going to listen to the audio a lot. Like that challenge, that 12 friends, 12 recs challenge going around. Everyone recommended a book that I don't have. And I'm like, oh no. So I like had to go through and I'm like, okay, most of them are available on Scribd. Some are available at my library app. Most have an audio. I'm like, okay, I can do this. But like everyone recommended books I didn't have. And I was like, oh no. For the most part, everyone recommended books I didn't have, except for like a couple. And I'm like, solid. But that's okay. Because Scribd and Libby exist. And I have found most of them. There's only a handful that I need. And probably some that I should buy. Like my friend Erin recommended House of Leaves. And I'm like, I'm going to borrow that from you, or I'm going to need to buy my own copy. My friend is a psychology student. It's so interesting. I have ADHD and I've seriously been wondering if I could be on the autism spectrum or if it's just an overlap of symptoms. Yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot of it's amazing how much overlap there is. I mad respect for like psychologists and stuff for being able to diagnose people because there's so much overlap. It's like it really comes down to like how long the symptoms like last compared to other symptoms. It's crazy. It's a definite, like there's so much involved. Scribd is a lifesaver. It honestly is. It literally just saved me from having to go buy like 12 more books. Ooh, that sounds like fun, but I struggle to recommend books if they have different reading tastes for me. I think that's kind of what's fun about it, is that I didn't really, like, some of them are definitely not ones I would have picked up on my own. Like, there's a few more, like, realistic, like, they're still science fiction, but it's more, like, space realistic kind of book. Or some contemporaries. I just haven't read a lot of contemporary lately. So, but I'm kind of like, I feel like that was kind of the fun part of it, was that like just rec a book and I'll read, you know, I kind of just went with the flow of like, if it's different than my reading taste, I'll give it a shot. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Someone did recommend Jade City though, so I'm really excited about reading that one. But I think I'm going to wait. If I pull that one in January, I'll probably wait because I don't know which version. I need to look up the covers between the UK and the US. I don't know if the covers are different for that one. Because most of the time when I've heard that talked about, it's been in the UK from UK booktubers like Jade and Gavin and stuff. So I don't know. And if that's the case, I might just pick the book up while I'm in London. Since it's not too far away now. Hopefully. The panini willing. I'm not going to say the bad word on my video. YouTube doesn't like it. But hopefully I'm going to be able to go to London. It's still open as of right now. So fingers, toes, everything crossed. I have an insane goal to read 28 books by midnight tomorrow night. What? How much of that is manga? One of my friends who got her psychology degree from Google says that ADHD and autism are actually the same spectrum and they're going to merge in the future. Take that with a grain of salt, though. That's interesting. Huh. That's very interesting. I kind of want to read I'm kind of interested I want to go find some peer-reviewed, if there's any peer-reviewed articles on it. I love this. I got her psychology degree from Google. Love that. But yeah, I kind of want to see if I can find a couple peer-reviewed articles about that. 28. Wow, I'm squeezing one more book in 3 days and it feels like a lot, so kudos. You got this. Just read like the first 28 books in the Animorph series. They're pretty short. Still no reading, still cleaning and watching reading vlogs. That's so interesting because I've been misdiagnosed and have bipolar disorder and definitely wasn't. So definitely something to consider. Yeah, I'm like, and especially with women are more likely misdiagnosed when it comes to the autism spectrum. It takes longer for it to be diagnosed. So it's definitely something to look into. As many of them as I want to be. I'm trying to reach my Goodreads goal and clean off my currently reading list on there. Nice. Well, good luck. Good luck. All right. So shall we hop into our next sprint for 45 minutes? I think we shall. I think we should hop right into our next 45-minute sprint. And yeah, I'm going to try to figure out this genre thing. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, 45 minutes. Let's get this next sprint started. I have 8 books I'm currently reading. I'm only actually currently reading 2. I end up like never putting my Goodreads on there unless I'm physically at the time reading them. I always change it back. Now I just need to find a therapist that works for me, and that's a journey. Same. I feel that. My last therapist moved, and I haven't gone back since because I just really liked her, like to the point where I'm like, maybe I should move to Texas. Yeah, I feel that. It's definitely, that's relatable. Yeah, 100%. Good luck. You got this. All right, let's hit this next sprint for 45 minutes. I'll see you all back here. There we go. All right, how did everyone do on that sprint? What did you do? I did a little bit of cleaning. I put a few things away. I'm trying to clean off some of the clutter from the bookshelves. Like, not clutter necessarily, because I still like all of the bookish items, but it just feels like there's so much on it that the shelves feel cluttered, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to like put some of it away for now until I have more space to put it up. Plus, I'm going to have to take them all down anyway when I move the bookshelves. So I'm just kind of putting it all. That and still trying to figure out these genres thing. I have 5-ish pages from chapter 12. Awesome. 1 chapter left and had dinner. Yum. I have not eaten. Well, I've been eating Andy's mints. I got Andy's mints in my stocking, so I've just been kind of eating those while we've been on sprints. More knitting and video watching. Awesome. I joined with 36 minutes left and I read 43 pages. Awesome. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. Didn't read much, but ordered pizza for tonight. Ooh, that sounds so good. Pizza sounds amazing right now. I was like, how bad is it storming that I'd make someone drive and bring pizza? No, I'd probably go to the store and get a frozen one for myself if I did. So good. Did some productivity, paid a couple bills. Nice. Good. Bills are never fun, but 14% of Night Swim and 22% of How to Burn a Woman. Nice, nice. Listen to 2 chapters of Simone Breaks All the Rules by Debbie Rygod. Sounds good. Are you enjoying it? I'm listening to the chapters again to regain my memory of what's happening in the book. Oh, gotcha. Awesome. Sounds good. Well, we have 1 more sprint left for this live, so we have 30 minutes to go. We'll start that at like 10 after. I'm not making very much progress today on stuff. I'm very like confused on what I need to be doing. Or what order to do things in. I know what I need to do. Though for once, I'm not necessarily overwhelmed by it. I just don't know where to start. I'm not necessarily overwhelmed by it, which is odd. Usually that's why I can't start. It's a cute book so far. Oh, good. I need to put stuff away. I'm horrendous at putting things back where they belong. I've always been that way. I'm just awful at it. It's definitely one of my character flaws, not putting stuff back. This has been the first time in a while since I've read. I hit a mild reading slump, got distracted with Stardew Valley. I need to play Stardew Valley. I got a Switch not like sometime last year and bought Animal Crossing and Mario Kart. So I need to play that one. I've heard good things. I also really want to order Death and Taxes because that just looks hilarious. Playing a Grim Reaper just sounds highly entertaining to me. I'm rereading Harry Potter for the first time. I'm on book 3. Book 3 is amazing. I hope you enjoy it. Definitely my favorite of the series. Taylor, I feel you. I read a horrible book and it took me a bit to want to read something else. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. Stardew Valley is like a mix of Animal Crossing and Farmville from Facebook. Ooh, okay. Sounds good. I'll have to check it out. I could get behind that. I could get behind that. I need to go reorder PlayStation online so I can like play with people for like Animal Crossing and stuff. I didn't know where I put my mints. I've been out of work due to COVID and I've read 6 books in the last 5 days. Well, there you go. I mean, there's always a bright side to COVID, right? Reading. Now, do you have COVID or does someone in your like office had COVID? If you have it, I hope you're feeling okay. I want to get back into gaming on a console. That's where that's where I'm usually at, is on the PS4, but I don't really have any new games right now to play. I have to finish playing The Last of Us, but I don't know. Yes, I have COVID. I was really sick for a few days, but feeling better now. Okay, I'm so glad you're feeling better. So glad you're feeling better. Well, continue to rest up. It's really good that you're feeling better, though. I hit my goal and finished the readathon I was taking part in and then like just stopped reading. Makes sense. Congrats on hitting your goal, though. I mean, I feel like that's the same. Like the fact that I was able to read like 11 books over my goal after I hit it probably speaks volumes. My mom said she would give me her Switch so I might start playing Animal Crossing. Well, I'm down. If you start playing Animal Crossing and you're on live, I will post my my code, my friend code. Still doing my readathon until the end of the year. I really want coffee, but it's like 6:10 p.m. here. Do it. I drink late. Usually I have decaf coffee at night just so I don't stay up, but honestly, I drink so much coffee now at this point that I feel like it doesn't even affect my ability to go to sleep. Which is apparently something my dad told me that happened, that my pops, my grandfather, also would just fall asleep. Like he could drink a cup of coffee and like 5 minutes later be dead asleep. So maybe it's a Haggerty thing. Right now I'm drinking protein coffee. I didn't eat breakfast, so this is like my breakfast. I'll let you know when I get it. I forgot to grab it while I'm home for Christmas. I'll go ahead and like post it in my community tab. I'll just post my friend code there, so if anyone wants to add me, they can. You can never have enough friends on gaming systems. I have very little friends on PS4. I mean, but so if anyone has a PS4 and wants to be friends on the PlayStation. I haven't had coffee in weeks. Okay, see that might make more sense. Like you may not want to drink a coffee if you haven't had it in weeks. That might keep you up unless you have decaf. I agree. I'm a coffee pusher too. Do it. All the coffee. I just had like that just gave me like Mean Girls vibes of where she's like, I'm a pusher, Katie. I'm a pusher. My dad drinks one every night. Most of my caffeine intake is through chai lattes and Dr. Pepper. Both perfect, amazing choices. Speaking of coffee, I love that coffee mug display on your wall. Where'd you get it? It's off of Etsy. I don't remember for sure who the seller was. My mom found it for me off of Etsy. Or I found it off of Etsy. I don't know. I'll have to take a look and see if I can find it. But yeah, it's really nice. I really probably need a second one. I don't know where I would put it. But so many mugs. Especially now that I get a Lumicrate, so many mugs. Not that I'm complaining. I jokingly say that whenever I have my own house, there's not going to be like glasses in sight. It's just everyone's drinking out of mugs. Everybody. Mugs all day. I don't have decaf. No. That's all I have right now for my coffee maker is decaf. I've been using my new French press thing every day because I currently don't have any Nespresso capsules to make coffee. Which is fine. It's making me use my new toy, but Taylor, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper right now. Yes, I love all of us Dr. Pepper fans. You said only one more sprint, right? Correct. We have one more sprint, and we'll go. I said we were going to start in like 5 minutes, and that didn't happen. So we'll start at 15 after for our final sprint for 30 minutes. Maybe you could do tea. Tea is always a good option. Y'all are making me want a Dr. Pepper, and I do not have Dr. Pepper. And I'm not going out in this rain to get it. I'll have to go for like root beer or something. Dr. Pepper's the best. It's so good. Have you tried Dr. Pepper jelly beans? I have way too many teas in my house that I don't drink. Same. I kind of like go in waves of like coffee, and then I'll have like some tea. And then it's like coffee, tea, coffee. DoorDash Dr. Pepper. I'll just like do some DoorDash Chick-fil-A and be like, hey, I need a large Dr. Pepper. That's it. Like no food, no nothing, just the drink. I mean, I could very well do that. We don't have that flavor over here. That's true. I don't really, anytime I'm in the UK, I don't know if I've ever seen Dr. Pepper. Huh. I mean, it's definitely an interesting one. You can order food and just add the Dr. Pepper. I'm trying to DoorDash goldfish in a tank. Why? Why are you DoorDashing a fish? That's a new one. Okay, we're going to start the sprint right after Heather explains. We have the original flavor, though. I don't know if I've had any of the other flavors of Dr. Pepper. I use DoorDash. I think she meant the goldfish crackers. No, I think she meant, yep, because you can DoorDash a PetSmart order. Straight up a fish. I love it. I love the things that... So why are we getting a goldfish? Wait, you can actually order an actual fish. Apparently so. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need you, Heather, you need to tell me how this goes. DoorDash has loads that they will deliver. Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can DoorDash a fish. Oh goodness. Okay. Well, we're gonna start our last sprint for 30 minutes. And can you order their puppies and kittens? There was no kittens at my PetSmart yesterday. And I'm like, can I like DoorDash like a hamster? Like, is that possible? DoorDash order, it's just for like a chinchilla and a hamster. I need two hamsters, please. Let me check. I was just gonna ask that. Sorry, y'all. I swear we'll start the sprint soon. I swear. I'm just like, I never thought about like the idea of door dashing a fish, and now I'm just like, I'm amused beyond anything right now. I do not need a fish, though I do have a fish tank, so I'm like very tempted. I'm like, I want to DoorDash like a beta fish. You know what? Now that I don't have cats, I should go get a fish. I mean, I have the two dogs, but I could have a fish tank again without the cats going after the fish. This is so amusing, right? It's like inquiring minds want to know, can we DoorDash hamsters? I wonder if I feel like I'm gonna go down a YouTube rabbit hole in this next sprint of just like going on seeing like weird things people DoorDash on like YouTube or something. Like there has to be a DoorDasher somewhere who has like recorded all the weird things that people haven't had them get. I'm amused. I don't want to know this. I'd be ordering puppies. Can you imagine adoptions through DoorDash? It's like, I'd like to adopt all these dogs. Who needs to read when you can talk about door dashing fish? Exactly. 100%. 100%. Who needs reading when we can just talk about door dashing fish? We're all just like, I'm like, at this point, I'm just like, I am patiently waiting for Heather's response. I want an owl, a message owl. Perfect. Yes. Can we DoorDash owls? Maybe some homing pigeons. What animals are allowed to be DoorDashed? Though I have a feeling I would really need to trust whoever is DoorDashing my order, though, if I was having them pick up an animal for me. It's definitely one of those things that I would feel like it's like one of those things that you like should pick up yourself, but I'm like, I want to know. Okay, well, let's start the sprint while Heather's checking on our door dashing of all the kinds of animals for us. And we'll get back to it in 30 minutes. All right, have a good sprint, everyone. We'll get our answers in 30 minutes. I'll meet you back here. Okay, we're pausing. Hold on, we have answers. You cannot DoorDash hamsters. I mean, I'm not overly disappointed. I don't need a hamster, but we cannot DoorDash hamsters, everyone. So I'm guessing we cannot DoorDash any other four-legged creature. Apparently only ones with fins are allowed. Wait, what about lizards? Snakes? Can we DoorDash a snake? Oh, that'd be terrifying. I don't know if I would. That'd be scary. Okay, anyway, we have our answer. No DoorDashing of hamsters. Back to the sprint. So are fish not pets? I guess not. Because like my dorms allowed fish, but no pets. Very true. I had fish in college as well. Darn. Darn it, guys. We can't order creatures in through DoorDash. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. All right, we're back. We're back. Love some spam. It's great. Hopefully I like her more in the series too, but Malik will forever be my all-time fave. Oh yeah, I love Malik. Once you get to Red Scrolls of Magic, that book's hilarious. I really need to get the rest of that series too. How did everyone do? I think I figured out my genres. I was trying to like compile them. So I have a miscellaneous category, which like literally has like 5 different genres in it. But I only read like 1 or 2 books out of those genres this past year. So I don't think it needs its own category on my legend for my planner. 36 pages. Nice. A couple of pages into chapter 13. Amazing. Gotcha. Yeah, the first one was so good. I watched Jade's video and read a few pages. I was about to start watching Jade's video. I started watching it and then paused. I also watched a video about a guy ordering fish from DoorDash. I couldn't help myself. But yeah, I'm going to go probably watch Jade's video and finish the legend on my planner. Listen to several chapters. I'm at 51% now. Awesome. Awesome. Well, that's the end of sprints today. And for 2021, that was our last sprint of 2021, which is wild. I can't believe I've been doing these sprints for like, I don't know, when did I start doing them? June? I think. Something like that. At least there's something consistent in my life. So thanks to all of you for joining me twice a week for the most part twice a week on sprints. I'm still looking at the polls that were up and trying to figure out what the schedule is going to be. I think we're going to keep the Tuesday morning show. I think that show is staying. It may be earlier, maybe later. Or, well, it probably wouldn't be later. It'll be earlier, if anything. As for the other one, I don't know. Because Friday came in second. In what days? So I'm thinking maybe Friday evening have a show instead of Thursday morning. I don't know. Maybe. That's where I'm kind of thinking. I'm going to probably put up another poll for the times because a lot of people said morning and evening. So there won't be probably any afternoon shows unless it's like a special circumstance. But I wouldn't mind having an evening show. I think that would be fun. Plus, I could go for way, way longer in the evening. So that might happen, especially if it's like a Friday night. So we'll see. We'll see where that is. Look out for the poll about the timing of like morning, evening shows, like what times everyone works best, just so I can get an idea. And then I'll probably let you all know. Yeah. I'm going to send you a message after the live. I'll look for it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. I'll be in bed in your evening sprints. It's true. There will be some crossover. But I could also go longer. Because I could go to like 1-ish, 1 a.m. my time and stuff like that if I did evening. What's sleep? Who needs sleep? Happy New Year! Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you all have a safe New Year's Eve tomorrow. Be safe if you're going out. I know here in Georgia they've canceled the peach drop again. Not that I go, but I know that probably some people were thinking about going, but I will be just chilling at my house, making some snacks. I think I'm an hour behind you. Yeah, it's about to be 2 p.m. Eastern where I am. It's 2 p.m. right now. Or about 2 p.m. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! 11:58 for me. If it's in the evenings, I would get so much more reading done. I'll be in bed watching Chicago Fire. Yeah, I'm probably gonna just hang out at my house. I don't know. I might see what one of my friends is doing. I'm gonna make some meatballs, make some pigs in a blanket. I don't know. I don't have cable, so I don't know what particular New Year's Eve shows I'll be watching, but I'm sure something will be on. But that is my plan for New Year's Eve. Nothing fancy. 7 p.m. here in Ireland right now. Yeah, that's about right. 5 hours. I'm attending a virtual dance party. That's fun. Love that. I'm going to probably be in bed before midnight. I try to stay up at least till midnight. I'm interested to see the dog's reaction because I don't know if they've ever heard fireworks before. My other dog, Fergus, we never set off fireworks because he was absolutely terrified. One New Year's Eve or 4th of July, I ended up playing Captain America super loud in our living room to drown out. Like, for some odd reason, the fake sounds of war are fine, but fireworks terrified him. I have no plans tomorrow for New Year's work, and then I'll head to my granddad's house. Well, that would be nice. Bed before midnight, same. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty chill New Year's Eve, which is fine. I feel like we need a nice relaxing start to 2022. Is I think what we all need. But I will see you most likely on Tuesday for our first sprints of 2022, which is, I don't even know what day that's going to be. Oh my gosh. Is that January? Like, what day is that? January 4th. That sounds like so far away, but at the same time, it's like Tuesday. Yeah, so I will most likely see you on January 4th if that's the schedule that I stick with. I think it's going to be. It'll probably just be the second show that kind of changes a day, maybe. So thanks for joining me for sprints this year. It's really been fun. I've enjoyed it. So thanks for hanging out with me all the time. I like seeing everyone coming back and continuing to get their goals met and reading, and it's been a good time. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. Getting too old to stay up late. I feel that sometimes. And then my insomnia says, no, you can stay up longer. I'm only 20. I can't even stay up late. Oh, you make me feel old at 30, almost 31. Thanks for the sprints. Bye. Have a good day. Have a wonderful day, everyone. And I will see you next year. That's weird. I'll see you next year. What? 21 my stomach. Exactly. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a good New Year's, and I'll see you next year. Bye, everyone. Take care.